first and 10. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson on first down. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Reed able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On second down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete. On
third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means he's confident.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. As Seattle makes their way back out here, Charles, let's take a little deeper dive as they go into the offseason, what they need to do. They led the NFL in rushing yards. You talked about it. They ran the football well. Where do they need to improve?
Maybe a little less stubbornness in establishing the run at times, because Chris Carson, their lead back, didn't get started against Dallas. Mike Davis didn't add a whole lot. Rashad Penny, who was a rookie, he didn't add a whole lot in that one as well. Sometimes...
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Oh!
Still going. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back end of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eric Weddle brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott now on second down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Fights him off. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver.
And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now just a matter of laying the
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now Jackson on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Prescott now, sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Good. There you go. All right,
Prescott on first down. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. And their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, you could go get him. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? #1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Jackson on first down. Forced down to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On second down, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit!
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Jackson now looking to throw on second down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Detroit!
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 19 yards away. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas.
This is intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. The Ravens on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to this one is down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That's it, baby.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense, but rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Sean Lee in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
56. Lucky 56.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And that's caught inside the 35. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, 33 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46. 41's the will. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun. There you go. Sliding. Gun.
Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and this is not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And the Ravens taking the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line, and most of the time we're talking,
oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now what can Prescott do in the OT? Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's third down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
A dump off to Elliott, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
46. Here we go. Go ahead, hey. Here you go. 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Got it. Here we go. Wide eight. Sweat. Sweat and eight. Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Hey. 26. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Collins, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
On 2nd down, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.